من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا وحبيبنا وطبيب قلوبنا أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين خاتم النبيين أبي القاسم محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعلى آل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المظلومين المعصومين. أما بعد، قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في قرآن الكريم: فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا ادخلوا في السلم كافة ولا تتبعوا خطوات الشيطان إنه لكم عدو مبين. يا أيها الذين آمنوا ادخلوا في السلم كافة ولا تتبعوا خطوات الشيطان إنه لكم عدو مبين. صدق الله العلي العظيم. My respected brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Inshallah Rahman, be with us with Quranic Studies. Inshallah Rahman, in few minutes we will start Surah Al-Balad, inshallah Rahman, today. And let me, inshallah, as you see, Brother Sajjad is with me, alhamdulillah wal minna. So, inshallah, he will greet with you and then we will be back to you. Please.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters.
Welcome to
Quranic Studies.
Yes, welcome to Quranic Studies, alhamdulillah. Okay, so let's inshallah review our ayat or sentences. So as you know, alhamdulillah, every week we bring one new ayah or sentence, I should say, because sometimes we do not show the entire ayah. So as you know, there are few sentences in one ayah too. So that's why we choose a complete sentence from the Holy Quran, and then we recite it. So let's inshallah review all those ayat that we went through. And I'm going to read it, inshallah, recite it, and then Brother Sajjad will read the translation, inshallah Rahman. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وقولوا للناس حسنا.
And talk to people the best way.
ادفع بالتي هي أحسن.
Repel evil by what is the best.
سلام عليكم بما صبرتم.
Peace be on you because you were constant.
ولا يغتب بعضكم بعضا.
Nor let some of you backbite others.
لن تنالوا البر حتى تنفقوا مما تحبون.
By no means shall you attain to
righteousness.
Righteousness until you spend out of what you love.
Yeah, so by no means shall you attain righteousness until you spend out of what you love. Bismillah ar-Rahman. اجتنبوا كثيرا من الظن.
Avoid most of suspicion.
وتعاونوا على البر والتقوى.
And help one another to goodness and piety.
إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم.
Surely the most honorable of you with Allah is the one among you most careful of his duty.
وقل لعبادي يقولوا التي هي أحسن.
O you who believe, let not one people laugh at another people. Oh,
Pay attention, okay?
and say to my servants that they speak that which is best.
Yes. بسم الله الرحمن. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا يسخر قوم من قوم.
O you who believe, let not one people laugh at another people.
وأحسنوا إن الله يحب المحسنين.
Do good, indeed Allah loves the doers of good deed.
وبالوالدين إحسانا.
And be good to parents.
وإذا قلتم فاعدلوا ولو كان ذا قربى.
And when you speak, then be just, thought it be against a relative.
And when you speak, then be just, though it be against your relative. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وأوفوا بالعهد إن العهد كان مسؤولا.
And fulfill the promise. Surely every promise shall be questioned about.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا أوفوا بالعقود.
O you who believe, fulfill obligations.
فاستبقوا الخيرات.
Strive as in a race in all virtues.
ولا تزر وازرة وزر أخرى.
And no bearer of burdens shall bear the burdens of another.
Bearer of the burden of. Okay, so nobody is responsible for others people's sins. Everybody is responsible for his own,
Sin.
her own sin. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Wallahu yuhibbu as-sabirin.
And Allah loves the patient.
وَإِن تَعُدُّوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ لَا تُحْصُوهَا.
And if you count Allah's favors, you will not be able to number them.
إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةٌ.
The believers are but, what does that say?
Brothers. Okay?
Oh,
Brethren is brothers. It's like brothers. Okay? The believers are brothers. The believers are but brethren. Brethren is brothers. Okay?
Yeah.
Bismillah ar-Rahman. فَأَصْلِحُوا بَيْنَ أَخَوَيْكُمْ.
Therefore make peace between you, your brother.
إِنَّ الشَّيْطَانَ يَنزَغُ بَيْنَهُمْ.
Surely the shaitan sows dissensions among them.
وَلَا تَمْشِي فِي الْأَرْضِ مَرَحًا.
And do not go about in the land exaltingly.
Yeah, do not go on the land with pride or boastful, right? Arrogant. Just be humble, inshallah. Walk on the land with humble. Okay, so inshallah today's ayah must be this one, brother. Okay? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. وَلَا تَقْفُ مَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِهِ عِلْمٍ.
And follow not of which you have not the knowledge.
Yeah, and follow not that of which you have not the knowledge. وَلَا تَلْمِزُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ.
Surely they and do not find fault with your own people.
Okay, so this is the rest of it. Okay, وَلَا تَنَابَزُوا بِالْأَلْقَابِ. So that's why I stop over here. Okay. So I think we covered everyone, brother. Okay. So inshallah rahman, today's ayah was وَلَا تَقْفُوا مَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِهِ عِلْمٍ, and follow not that which you have not knowledge of it, or you have not the knowledge. So according to this ayah, we have to have knowledge about everything that we follow. Okay, brothers. So these were ayats. So now, inshallah rahman, we will have some questions, brothers and sisters. As you know, one of our sisters called last week and gave all the answers. There were like 6 questions, 5 or 6 questions, and alhamdulillah, she answered all of them. So today we will have some questions, inshallah rahman, and then you will call and answer the questions. And once again, if we have some new viewers, the reason behind questions is that, you know, we can share our knowledge with each other. So nobody is perfect, nobody knows everything. So sometimes, you know, you learn something, you know something, but you forget it because of not reviewing those questions. So that's why, you know, when we ask these questions, inshallah, there will be a revision for all of us, inshallah rahman. So let's inshallah ask some questions, brother.
Okay. What surah of the Quran tells us about the birth of the Prophet Isa, or Jesus, and his mother Maryam?
Yeah.
Baby Maryam.
So which surah tells us about the birth date of Hazrat Isa alayhi salatu wasalam and his mother?
Baby Maryam.
Salamu alayhima. Okay, brother, this was one question.
Okay. Name the prophet who was a great king.
Name a prophet who was a great king. Okay.
No. Okay. What information did the bird call the hoopio bring to the Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam?
So there was a bird, hudhud, and what kind of information he brought to Sulaiman alayhi salam, or Solomon, right, in English.
Mm-hmm.
So these are 3 questions, right? And do you want me to ask 2 questions?
No.
Yeah. So do you want to ask, or do you want me to?
Oh, 2 more questions?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So that.
Okay. Which ayah or verse of the Quran was revealed first to the Prophet Muhammad? Oh no, we did that already.
Let me ask questions, okay? So, in which ayah, in which surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about one of the worst enemies of Rasulullah, or Deen, or Islam, and he was the uncle of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And also, which ayah talks about Bibi Fatima al-Zahra, Sayyidat al-Nisa al-Alameen? And that one is the shortest ayah in the entire Quran Sharif. So inshallah, these are 5 questions. So anytime that you would like to call, you are welcome inshallah. So let's go inshallah through Suratul Balad. So today inshallah we will cover Suratul Balad inshallah, and we will see how much we can cover today inshallah Rahman. Okay. So this is Suratul Balad. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. As you see over here, my brothers, we have Lam, Alif, Mat, Fatha. Lam, Alif, Mat, Fatha, La, Hamza, Qaf, Dhamma, Uq, Sin kasra Si, Mim Dhamma, Mu, Ba kasra Bi, Ha Alif Fatha, Ha, Dhal, Lam Fatha, Dhal, Ba Fatha Ba, Lam Fatha La, Dal kasra Di. La uqsimu bihadhal balad. La uqsimu bihadhal balad. Waw fatha wa, Hamza nun fatha an, Ta fatha ta, Ha, Lam kasra hil, Lam. This Lam has tanween al dhamma. So since after tanween al dhamma we have ba, that's why it becomes hillum. So basically this is hillun. So since after tanween al dhamma we have ba, we change this noon sound to mim sound. Hillum. So ba kasra bi, ha alif fatha ha, dhal lam fatha dhal, ba fatha ba, lam fatha la, dal kasra di. Wa anta hillum bihadhal balad. And then we have waw fatha wa, waw alif fatha wa, lam kasra li, dal waw tanween al kasra diu, waw fatha wa, mim alif fatha ma, waw sorry, waw fatha wa, lam fatha la, dal fatha da. Wa walidin wa ma walad. So over here we put shadda inshallah. When I start the explanation of tajweed rules, then I will tell you the reason why we should put shadda over here. But for now, wa walidin wa ma walad. Then after that, the 4th ayah, lam fatha la, qaf dal fatha qad, kha fatha kha, lam qaf fatha laq, nun lam fatha lan, lal nun lam fatha nal, hamza nun kasra in, Sin alif fatha, sa nun fatha na, fa ya kasra, fi, make sure 2 haraka, 2-second duration. Fi, ka fatha ka, ba fatha ba, dal tanwin al kasra, din. لقد خلقنا الإنسان في كبد. So after I finish with after I'm finished with the hijja part, then inshallah I will explain the tajweed part. Hamza ya fatha, Hamza fatha, sorry, Hamza fatha a, ya ha fatha yah, sin fatha sa, ba dhamma bu, Hamza lam fatha al, because this noon enters to this lam, because this is idgham noon sakin. So allan, allay, lam ya fatha lay, or lam noon ya fatha lay, ya qa fatha yaq, dal kasra di, ra fatha ra, ain fatha a, lam ya fatha lay, ha kasra hi, hamza fatha a, ha fatha ha, dal tawil dhamma dun. Ayahsabu allay yaqdira alayhi ahad. Ya fatha ya, qaf waw dhamma qu, lam dhamma lu, hamza ha fatha ah, lam fatha, lam ka fatha lak, ta dhamma tu, mim alif fatha ma, lam tanwin al fatha lul, lam dhamma lu, ba fatha ba, dal alif tanwin al fatha da, or dan. When, if you cross, you say dan. If you stop, you say da. Then I will explain it later on, inshallah. يقول أهلكت مالا لبدا. يقول أهلكت مالا لبدا. Then Hamza fatha a, ya ha fatha yah, sin fatha sa, ba dhamma bu, alif noon lam fatha al, or hamza noon lam fatha al, lam mim fatha lam, ya fatha ya ra, ya fatha ya, ra fatha ra, ha, this one is ha, ha mat dhamma hu, hamza fatha a, ha fatha ha, dal tawil dhamma dun. Ayahsabu allam yarahu ahad. Then we have hamza fatha a, lam mim fatha lam, noon jim fatha naj, ain lam fatha, or ain lam fatha, this lam enters to this lam, Allah, ha tawil dhamma hu, ain ya fatha ai, noon ya fatha nay, noon kasra ni, alam naj'al lahu aynain, aynain. Waw fatha wa, lam kasra li, sin alif fatha sa, noon waw tanwin al fatha naw, waw fatha wa, shin fatha sha, fa fatha fa, ta ya fatha tay, noon kasra ni. Walisanaw wa shafatain, walisanaw wa shafatain, walisanaw wa shafatain. And then we have waw fatha wa, ha fatha ha, دال یا فتحه دی نون الف فتحه و نون الف مقصوره نا ها نون ضمه هن نون جیم فتحه نج دال یا فتحه دی نون کسره نی و هدیناهن نجدین. Then we have the next ayah. Fa fatha fa, lam qaf fatha laq, ta fatha ta, ha fatha ha, mim lam fatha mal, ain fatha a, qaf fatha qa, ba fatha ba, ta fatha ta. فلقتحم العقبة فلقتحم العقبة فلقتحم العقبة. And then we have the next ayah. واو فتحه و میم الف مد فتحه ما همزه دال فتحه اد را الف فتحه را ک فتحه ک میم لام فتحه مل عین فتحه ع قاف فتحه قا با فتحه با تای مربوط ضمه تو و ما أدراك ما العقبة. So this tie marbut turns to ha when we stop. Fa kaf fatha fa kaf damadu ku ra fatha ra qaf fatha qa ba fatha ba ta tanwin al kasra tin. Fakku raqabah fakku raqabah or fakku raqabatin aw. If we cross, then I will explain later on inshallah. Hamza waw fatha aw hamza ta kasra id ain alif fatha ain alif fatha a mim tanwin ad dhamma mun fa ya kasra fi ya waw fatha yaw mim tanwin al kasra min ذا یا کسره ذی میم سین فتحه مس غین فتحه غا با فتحه با تا مربوط تنوین الکسره تن او اطعام فی یوم ذی مسغبه. یا فتح یا تا یا کسره تی میم تنوین الفتحه من یتیمن ذال الف فتحه ذا میم قاف فتحه مق را فتحه را با فتحه با تا تنوین الکسره تن یتیمن ذا مقربه یتیمن ذا مقربه. همزه واو فتحه او میم سین کسره مس کف یا کسره کی نون تنوین الفتحه نن ذا الف فتحه ذا میم تا فتحه مت را فتحه را با فتحه با تا تنوین الکسره و تا مربوط تنوین الکسره تن او مسکینا ذا متربه ثا میم ضمه ثم میم فتحه ما ثم کاف الف فتحه کا نون فتحه نا میم کسره می نون لام فتحه نل لام فتحه لا ذال یا کسره ذی نون فتحه نا همزه الف فتحه ا میم فتحه ما نون واو ضمه نو واو فتحه و تا فتحه تا واو الف فتحه و صاد واو فتحه صو، با صاد كسره بص، صاد با فتحه صب، را كسره ري، واو فتحه و، تا فتحه تا، واو الف فتحه و، صاد واو فتحه صو، با لام كسره بال، ميم را فتحه مر، ح فتحه ميم فتحه ما، انتهاء مربوط كسره تي. ثم كان من الذين آمنوا وتواصوا بالصبر وتواصوا بالمرحمة. بعدا همزة ضمة، او لام ألف ماد فتحة، لا همزة كسرة، إي كاف فتحة، ك همزة صاد فتحة، أص ح ألف فتحة، ح با لام ضمة، بل ميم يا فتحة، مي ميم فتحة، ما نون فتحة، نا تا مربوط كسرة تي. أولئك أصحاب الميمنة. واو لام فتحة، وال لام فتحة، لا ذال يا كسرة، ذي نون فتحة، نا كا فتحة، كا فا فتحة، فا را واو ضمة، رو با كسرة، بي همزة ألف فتحة، يا ألف فتحة، يا تا كسرة، تي نون ألف فتحة، نا ها ميم ضمة، هم همزة صاد فتحة، أص ح ألف فتحة، ح با ضمة، با لام ضمة، بول ما ميم فتحة، ميم همزة فتحة، ما لام همزة فتحة، sorry با لام فتحة، با لام فتحة بول. Then we have over here mim shin fatha, mash hamza fatha, mim fatha, ma ta marbut kasra ti. والذين كفروا بآياتنا هم أصحاب المشأمة. In the last ayah, ain fatha a, lam ya fatha lay, ha mim kasra him, nun alif fatha na, ra mim tawil dama rum, mim hamza dhamma mu, صاد فتحة صاد، دال فتحة دا، تاء مربوط طويل دما تن. So why they put a small meme over here? Because after this surah we have another surah which is Wal Fajr, and then Wal Fajr starts from Ba. So after Tanween al Fatha, when Ba comes, we would have Iqlab Nun Sakin. So that's why they put a small meme over here. Otherwise, this is Tun. So this was this surah, and we go inshallah through some. We go through the the explanation of tajweed parts, inshallah rahman. As you see over here, we have mad qasir or mad munfasil. Mad munfasil. Why we have over here mad munfasil or mad qasir or short mad? Because the letter of mad, which is this alif, is in one word, which is la, and the cause or condition is in another word. So this hamza is the condition, the cause for this mad. So since the letter of mad is in one word and the cause is in another word, Then we have Mad Qasir when we stretch it from 2 to 6 haraka. La. Then Hamza Qaf Dhamma Uq. So this Qaf is Qalqala letter. So Qalqala is Qutb Jad Qaf Ta Ba Jim Dal. Anytime you see Qutb Jad with Sukun Qaf Ta Ba Jim Dal with Sukun or Shadda, you will have Qalqala, and we have Qalqala Sughra and Kubra. So Uq, you make a jerking sound. La Uq. لا أقسم بهذا البلد لا أقسم بهذا البلد. So you can read it and recite it with different tone. لا أقسم بهذا البلد بهذا البلد. Over here is qalqala 2. This one qalqala. In the end you make a jerking sound. لا أقسم بهذا البلد بلد وأنت حل بهذا البلد. So what we have over here, you stretch this noon 2 to 3 second duration. Why? Because after noon sakin there is ta, and ta is one of the huruf ikhfa. So we have ikhfa noon sakin over here. Ikhfa. So ta is one of the huruf ikhfa, one of the letters of ikhfa. So that's why you stretch it. Wa anta hillum, and I explained this one already. So anytime after tanween al-dhamma, tanween al-fatha, tanween al-kasra or noon sakin, ba comes, then this noon sounds change to mim. So that's why instead of hillun, you say hillum bihadhal balad. Wa walidin wa ma walad. So this is, over here we have idgham noon sakin. Anytime after noon sakin and tanweens, one of the huruf yarmalun comes. Yarmalun. Yara mim lam waw noon. Yara mim lam waw noon. Then you put shadda on the top of that letter. So since after tanween al-kasra, over here we see waw, and waw is one of the huruf yarmalu, loon. So we put shadda over here. Wa walidin wa ma walad, and also we stretch it 2 to 3 second duration. Wa walidin wa ma walad, and wa walidu wa ma. This ma and wa, we do not say wa walidin or wa ma, because both of these letters are huruf istifal. So we do not go straight. It is not huruf musta'ila or isti'la. So it is huruf istifal. That's why you say ma instead of ma. ووالد وما ولد لقد خلقنا الإنسان في كبد. So lam, so over here we have qalqala, dal has sukun, that's why laqad, jerking sound, echoing sound. Again qalqala, la khalaq. And kha is one of the huruf isti'la. Always you pronounce it full. So laqad khalaqnal in. Again, sin is one of the huruf istifal. Huruf ikhfa. So that's why we have ikhfa noon sakin over here. So you stretch this noon 2 to 3 second duration. لقد خلقنا الإنسان في كبد. So again, sa, sin is one of the huruf istifal. We do not say sa, we say sa. Nafi kabad, in the end there is qarqala. So over here, this is harf hams. Ayahsabu allan. Again, after nun sakin, we have lam, and it is lam is one of the huruf yarmalun. So we have ikhfaye, idgham nun sakin. The same thing, after nun sakin there is ya, and we put shadda over here, because after nun sakin, when ya comes, ya is the harf yarmalun. We have idgham nun sakin, and we stretch it 2 to 3 second duration. But we do not stretch just lam, because 2 letters of yarmalun are non-ghunna, 4 of them are ghunna. Ra and lam are not ghunna, you do not stretch it, but 4 others like noon, waw, ya, and mim, you stretch it. Yaq, so lay, yaq again, qalqala, dira alayhi ahad, qalqala again. Ayahsabu an lan yaqdira alayhi ahad. So this ra should be pronounced with tafkhim, so full, inshallah. So after that, yaqulu, make sure 2 haraka, not yaqulu. Yaqulu ahlaktu ma, harf istifal, ma lallu, idgham nun sakin, lallu bada. So this is waqf ibdal. So when we stop, this dan becomes da, waqf ibdal. So yaqulu ahlaktu malan lubada ayahsabu an lam yarahu ahad. The same thing, I explained this, and harf hams, and then this noon enters to this lam, al-lam yarahu. Over here we have madde silah, madde silah. So because over here inside this who, this is tawilam actually, and then since who, if you write who, it is hawaw, so that's why we have mad, mad letter or letter of mad, and then after that hamza came, we will have mad silah. So we pronounce it the same way that we pronounce, we stretch it the same way that we stretch mad qasir. So alam naj, again qalqala, al, again this naj allahu aynain. So we have over here madde ariz sukun, madde ariz sukun, madde ariz sukun, aynain. So there are some idgham mislain, idgham mutaqariban, and idgham are 3 kinds. So this lam enters to this, they are the same, mithlain, idgham mithlain. So waw fatha wa, we said that, okay, then after tanween ad-dam fatha, waw came again, and then we pronounce it, we put shadda over here, and we stretch it 2 to 3 second duration. By the way, just make sure that there are 2 types of fatha, my dear respected brothers, and also two kinds of Dhamma. So just make sure in the Quran Sharifs, which are printed in Arabic countries, as you see over here, this Fatha, Tanween al-Fatha, tells you that make sure after this Tanween al-Fatha there is Harf Yarmalun. But this one is telling you that after this Tanween al-Fatha there is Huruf Halqi and or something else, or you do not have to stretch it. The same thing, if this was the Dhamma were like this, so you make sure you stretch it. And if it is like this, you do not stretch it. Okay? So if this is like this, the Fatha is like, Tanween al-Fatha is like this, and Tanween al-Dhamma like this, you stretch it. If it is not, they are parallel, then you do not. So as you see over here, see this? So this Tanween al-Fatha, since Waw came after that, they put Tanween al-Fatha like this. So وَلِسَانًا وَشَفَتَيْن. And I will explain the Madi Arid Sukun inshallah to you. Let me explain. So anytime you have the letter of Mad, which is Ya over here in the Shafatain. Oh, this is not Madi Arid Sukun. This is Madi Lean. So this is Madi Lean. If this, instead of this Fatha, it was Kasra, then we would have Madi Arid Sukun or Sukun Arizi. The same thing over here and over there. So وَهَدَيْنَاهُنْ نَجْدَيْن. Again, qalqala. And this is Ghunna. So we have to stretch it 2 to 3 second duration. Anytime you see Noon or Mim with Shadda, or Noon Mushaddad, Mim Mushaddad, then you stretch it 2 to 3 second duration. وَهَدَيْنَاهُ النَّجْدَيْن فَلَقْتَحَمَ الْعَقَبَةَ. So again qalqala, and then Bah. So anytime we stop on the top of, on the end, and the end is Tawil Dama, this ta marbut, sorry, ta marbut turns to Ha. فَلَقْتَحَمَ الْعَقَبَةَ وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْعَقَبَةَ. So again, Madi Munfasil or Madi Qasir, because the letter of Mad is in one word, which is Ma, Adrak, then the Hamza is, or the cause is in another word. Ad qalqala, Ra kamal aqabah. When you stop, this turns to Sukun, but if you cross, you say two. For example, if I read both of them together, I say وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْعَقَبَةُ فَكُّ رَقَبَةٍ. So if I cross, I pronounce this as a Ta, but if I stop, I pronounce it as a Ha. And then we have over here, when we stop, this turns to Ha. Raqabah. So again qalqala, Amun. See this Tawil Dama? So anytime you see Waw, Dhamma is like two Waw, small Waw in a row and beside each other, then you stretch it 2 to 3 second duration. أو إطعام في يوم ذي مسغبة. Make sure the makhraj of this must be close to this Fa. So then, since Fa is one of the huruf ikhfa, we have over here ikhfa nun sakin. So over here we have again ikhfa nun sakin, because Dal is one of the huruf ikhfa. Maskhab, mas, sin is one of the huruf safir. We make a whistling sound, and sin, sad, za are Maddes, I mean the letters of Safir. Mas, Wabah. And Yatiman, again, Man. See the two Fatha or Fathatain or Tawil Fatha, I mean Tanween or Fatha. So again, these are, you have to stretch it. Yatiman, the Maqa, Qalqala, Rabah. Ra, which should be pronounced heavy, and Ha in the end. Yatiman, the Maqrabah. Aw Miss, again, Sin is Arf Safir. Kinan, again, إخفاء نون ساكن. The Matrabah. When you stop, turns to Sukun. Over here, we have Ghunna, Mim is Mushaddad, 2 to 3 second duration. ثم كان من الذين آمنوا وتواصوا بالصبر. صفير. وتواصوا بالمرحمة. مرحمة. ثم كان من الذين آمنوا وتواصوا بالصبر وتواصوا بالمرحمة. And by the way, there was one qalqalah. أولئك again حرف سفير أصحاب الميمنة. ها. والذين كفروا بآياتنا هم حرف سفير أصحاب المشأمة. And make sure that you take care of حروف استفال and حروف استعلاء. عليهم نار. This is غنى مؤصدة. نار مؤصدة. So this was Alhamdulillah the surah. Let me one more time recite from the beginning to the end, and inshallah if you call, inshallah we will listen to you. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. لا أقسم بهذا البلد وأنت حل بهذا البلد ووالد وما ولد لقد خلقنا الإنسان في كبد أيحسب أن لن يقدر عليه أحد يقول أهلكت مالا لبدا أيحسب أن لم يره أحد ألم نجعل له عينين ولسانا وشفتين وهديناه النجدين فلاقتحم العقبة وما أدراك ما العقبة فك رقبة أو إطعام في يوم ذي مسغبة يتيما ذا مقربة أو مسكينا ذا متربة ثم كان من الذين آمنوا وتواصوا بالصبر وتواصوا بالمرحمة أولئك أصحاب الميمنة والذين كفروا بآياتنا هم أصحاب المشأمة عليهم نار مؤصدة صدق الله العلي العظيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Okay, Alhamdulillah wal minna. This was Surah Al-Bayyinah, my respected brothers and sisters. So, Alhamdulillah, praise be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most gracious, the most merciful, that He gave us, Alhamdulillah wal minna, tawfiq, strength to finish Surah Al-Bayyinah, right? Yes. Are you awake, brother? Okay, it is hot, right? Yeah, Alhamdulillah. So, inshallah Rahman, hopefully. The questions. So, inshallah Rahman, my respected brothers and sisters, you can call in, even though we have a few more minutes. So, inshallah, if you would like to call, you are welcome. This is your own program. Please do not leave us alone. So we have to encourage all our children, we have to encourage our youth, our even elders to participate, to inshallah recite surahs of the Holy Quran and bring more blessing in our houses, inshallah Rahman. So there were a few questions and I would like to ask Brother Sajjad to review that. And inshallah, maybe in next week, then if we don't have if we don't have enough time, then inshallah we will ask these questions next week too. And by the way, inshallah, anytime you answer the questions, we write your name down, and inshallah, once a month, we will choose one of the names, right? And we put all the names together, and then we will ask somebody to choose one, and inshallah, if you are the lucky one, we will send you some gifts, inshallah Rahman. Okay, go ahead, brother.
So the first question was, which surah of the Quran tells us about the birth of the Prophet Isa or Jesus alayhi salam and his mother Bibi Maryam? The answer to this is Surah 19, which is known as Surah Bibi Maryam or Mary. The second question was, name the prophet who was a great king. And the answer for that was Prophet Sulaiman
Alayhi salatu.
Okay,
inshallah. So I will. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, and the other one is, what information did the bird called the hudhud bring to the Prophet Sulaiman?
Okay, so inshallah we don't have brother enough time. That's okay. That's okay. No problem. We will wait inshallah next week. We will ask our beloved brothers and sisters. So inshallah Rahman, those brothers and sisters who speak Dari, inshallah Rahman, next this coming Wednesday we will have a guest, Dr. Saib Farid Yunus, in our show, inshallah. So just make sure, inshallah, if you like to listen to us, so inshallah you're welcome to watch the show, inshallah Rahman. So let's inshallah pray, brother, and then and I humbly request all of you brothers and sisters to pray for our Imam Zamanina, inshallah Rahman. So he is the only solution who can bring peace in the earth, inshallah Rahman. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم اللهم كن لوليك الحجة بن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. My respected brothers and sisters, inshallah, if you in case have any suggestion and any comments, please mushrif01@yahoo.com. So inshallah, whatever is your suggestion to improve our program better, inshallah, you're welcome to email me, inshallah rahman. Until next program, inshallah, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us tawfiqat in life, so we will be here. So assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.